Welcome back to another small project. A very, very small project indeed. So the goal is here to transplant that battery indicator, which I enhanced a while ago, a card here, link in the description, from that disassembled head of a Haswing 2.0 24V trolling motor into that head of a Haswing 2.0 24V trolling motor. It will involve some screwing, of course, soldering, yeah, and conformal coating with the most unlikely household substance you can imagine. I know, it's tedious and you don't have to watch it, but it's a necessary step for me so I can take that trolling motor out onto the lake and take some measurements which I need in order to continue with the mechanical design of my real project, the full fly-by-wire electric outboard. Card here, link in the description. Anyway, enjoy! Let's start by desoldering the battery indicator from the disassembled head. Okay, done. If you have seen my teardown video of the Haswing Protruar 2.0 24V trolling motor, card here, link in the description, you know what's coming next. We have to get out 4, if I remember right, self-tapping screws here to get the head, the cover of the head. And we're almost done. Now the battery indicator is below that little plastic shield here, so we can remove that too. And then I need another screwdriver, because the battery indicator is held in here by another screw. Who would have known? And here it is. Now we have to desolder that, of course, but as you can see, there's a lot of conformal coating on here. So we will remove that with some acetone. There, where the reflection is now a little bit different, the conformal coating has been removed. And if Let's Free Solder doesn't want to melt, a wee bit of leaded solder to start things up is usually quite helpful. Ooh, that is a mess. Let's just clean that area here with some alcohol before I put it away, just so it looks a wee bit nicer. Okay. That is the enhanced / modified board. You can see it because a diode is missing here. Yeah, there's just a little bridge. And we clean it also. Yeah, it really needs it. At least the pads with some alcohol. Nice. And yeah, I have to reposition things here a little bit. It's tricky, but let's try it. So let's prepare the leads, and we snip off the old stuff here. We don't need it anymore. We take just a wee bit of insulation off, not too much. Then we tin our leads. And then we solder the whole thing here to the pads. Oh, I think I want pliers here. That's too close for comfort. Okay, a plastic clamp, not a plier. Better a burnt plastic clamp than a burnt finger. Before we apply the conformal coating, we clean everything again with alcohol. Now for the conformal coating, we will use some clear nail polish, which is a good substitute because it's also soluble with acetone if you ever have to remove it. So yeah, let's give it a try. Okay, let that dry for a second. That's dry now. Let's do the other side. I was a little bit careful around the LEDs. After that's dried, we can put everything back together. Now let's put that back into its housing. There's really only one way to put it in here. Otherwise, you won't be able to, get the screw in. Tiny screw. Ooh. And I guess you know the trick when you have to reinstall a self-tapping screw. You just feel where the thread starts and then you screw it in. Okay, almost finished. Now that goes back into the cover of the head, and yeah, it's also quite easy. There are the LEDs you can see through, and the LEDs have to go back into those holes. Perfect. And now we reattach the lid of the head. with the 4 screws we put away somewhere. Oh, they're still in here. Okay. Little panic attack there. Okay, who's up for a little test? So I'm feeding here some voltage from my lab power supply into the head, and I will now zoom to the LEDs. I will just read out the voltage. Okay, power on. We expect 3 beeps. Yep, we are at 28 volts. Now let's go down. 27, 26, and first one LED is out. 25, second LED is out. 24, 23, and that LED is also out. So yeah, this is no longer this scale, which is printed here 100%, 50%, 20%. If all 3 LEDs are on, it's about 70%, yeah, calculated for lithium iron phosphate battery. If the second LED is still on, it's between 40 and 70%. If the red LED is still on, it's between 10 and 40%. And if the last LED, the red one, goes out, we are at most at 10%. That's it for today. Next week we might either go onto the lake. I'm not quite sure if I really got the time. Or we do some other stuff that I really need for my full fly-by-wire electric outboard project. Anyway, till then, bye.